everybody. Welcome back to Anchored Life with Kayla. I haven't talked about anxiety here for a while, and I thought it was about time. I recently listened to Dr. Caroline Leaf's podcast, which is called Cleaning Up the Mental Mess. And this was an episode all about anxiety. She was giving a lot of scientific explanations behind what anxiety does in our bodies, what we typically think about it, and what we should be thinking about it instead. And it just really inspired me to come on here and talk about it because anxiety is something that has been a big part of my story. I have a lot of videos about it. And now I'm kind of at the place where I'm just maintaining my calm and my peace. And I'm doing things every day to help keep myself in this healthy place. Because I know that if I wasn't really attentive to how I'm thinking and paying attention to just how I'm reacting to things, that my anxiety would get out of control. And I really don't want that again. First of all, if you are alive, you have anxiety. You might be at different levels and amounts and times than the person next to you, but we all have anxiety, and that is actually a good thing. We need anxiety to keep us safe, to keep us motivated, to help us pay attention to what we're thinking, to help us to want to do a good job with things. So it's just when anxiety gets to a high level and starts interfering with our daily lives that it becomes a problem, and we need to pay attention to how we're thinking, what we're feeling, and rein it in. You can gain control again. I am a testament to that. I was completely out of control in my thinking, and anxiety was so far gone that I didn't know if I'd ever be able to feel like myself again. But I'm at a place where I can honestly say I do feel like myself again. So that's to give you hope. If you're in that place, you don't feel like yourself, you're feeling so anxious, I want to say that there is hope. You can get that peace back again because I have done it. So that's why I'm here to share with you guys a little bit more about anxiety so that you can understand it better and make this knowledge work for you. If you're feeling a lot of anxiety in your life, you need to just stop and take a moment with yourself to breathe and think about it. What is causing me anxiety? Is there something stressful going on in your life that is making you feel anxious? And maybe you're not even thinking about how it's stressful. You're thinking, I should be able to handle this. It shouldn't be stressful to me. But it is, and that's okay. And you need to give yourself some grace for that. But when you actually stop and think about the different emotions that you're feeling, start listing off the different things that you're feeling, whether you're feeling worried or embarrassed or nervous about something that's coming up, you need to actually name those things and think about those things that you are feeling right now, because you're not going to be able to process the feelings that you're feeling unless you actually acknowledge them. So you've got this anxiety, and if you just keep shoveling it down and trying to work past it without actually dealing with the anxiety, it's not going to go away, and it's just going to get worse. And that is something that I can tell you from experience, because when I feel like I just need to take a moment and breathe and just take care of myself, I tend to want to just keep going, and I want to keep cleaning my house or working or whatever I'm doing. And the feeling does not go away. It actually starts getting worse until I actually stop, take a breath, take a moment for myself, and a kind of reset and keep going. So if you are feeling a lot of anxiety, you're going to need to stop, take a moment for yourself, and really get to the root of what is causing you this anxiety. I absolutely love what Dr. Caroline Leaf said on her podcast, and I quote, "Anxiety is a clue, not a brain disease." Anxiety is a clue, not a brain disease. So if you have high amounts of anxiety, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It doesn't mean you have some diseased mind. It just means that it is pointing to something that you need to deal with, something that you need to possibly get some help with. And there is nothing wrong with that. We've all had those situations where we need someone to help us out with something and help us to deal with these emotions and anxiety that we're feeling inside of us. Yes, you might need counseling. You might need to take medication. You might need to try exercising or breathing exercises, or the list goes on. There's many things that you could try, and maybe a combination of all those things may work for you. but it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. Anxiety is a response to something. It's a warning sign telling you something that you need to pay attention to. What's been super frustrating to me sometimes is when I physically feel sick because of anxiety, and I know those certain things that my body does when I'm feeling anxious. And for me, I get this really tight abdomen and it's just clenching, and then it gives me a stomach ache. And there's some other symptoms too. But when I have those symptoms, I know, okay, this is related to anxiety. I already know that. But I can't think of a single thing that is causing me anxiety. Everything is good. There is nothing that should be making me so stressed right now. And it's times like that I get really frustrated because I just want to do something about the anxiety. And it's times like that when I realize that it takes your body and your mind a long time sometimes to just process through those different emotions and those experiences that you've had that have caused you anxiety. It's not that it's just a one and done, okay, I dealt with it, it's gone now. It takes time for healing to happen. And so when I'm realizing that there's nothing actually going on right now that's causing me stress, but maybe I'm still trying to heal from some of this previous stress and anxiety that I have been through, that's when I just need to give myself some grace to heal and to give myself some time and not to be so stressed out that everything isn't getting better just like that. That I'm gonna give myself time, I'm gonna allow myself to feel what I'm feeling and to be stressed about it. And you know what, even to acknowledge, yeah, I'm feeling frustrated, that I'm feeling anxious is okay. I'm gonna acknowledge those feelings and recognize that it's just for a time. It's not forever. It's not for forever. It's a season. Maybe it's a day, maybe it's a week, maybe it's longer than that, but it's a season. So to recap, everybody's got anxiety. You're not the only one, but let's just be investigators and figure out why you have anxiety and get to the root of the problem and just be kind to yourself as you figure it out. You'll get there. It's not going to be forever. I hope you guys found this video to be encouraging and also helpful. And if you did, please hit that like button and let me know down in the comments what you enjoyed. Consider sending this video to someone you think would enjoy it as well. I release new videos every single week, so I will see you guys soon.